Alright everyone, welcome back, and I finally have a microphone. So, hopefully with any luck, it'll be a lot easier to hear me and understand me, and I won't have to mess with the audio so much. Alright, so, just remind myself of what I was doing. Okay. I'm sure we're just waiting for the wizard to wake us, or to come home, so that we can get back to work on those spells. That certainly should have wasted enough time.
I am hungry. Prepare me a meal at once.
Seems like the audio is skipping a little bit when things load. It's kind of annoying. I might have to cut down on some processes I'm doing in the background if that continues. Yeah, see right there, it jumps a little bit. I don't know what's going on there. Hopefully that'll help. Whoop. Don't know what that was.
Manannan is impatiently waiting for his food. His stomach rumbles as he drums his gnarled fingers on the table. You'd better feed him quickly, or dire consequences may result.
Oops. Forgot to grab him some food. Old absent-minded Alexander. I don't know what that's doing. Having a little trouble processing today. I don't know what's going on with that. Hopefully that won't continue, or I'll have to restart the recording.
Manannan is
I'm curious, Master.
A dangerous mindset, boy.
I know, but I was wondering, how powerful are you?
Impudence.
Not at all. I was just wondering.
You surmise.
As for invaders from the
Manannan's...
I think we've already heard him say that, so there's no reason to continue with that path. Alright, so last we were working on some spells, so we're going to have to take a little nap and wait for him to go away. So yeah, I didn't pick up a really high quality microphone, just a nice headset. I figured anything would be better than nothing. So, hopefully this one's sounding a lot better, and hopefully you guys can hear my weird voice even better.
I am going to lie down for a rest. Do not disturb me.
Don't worry about that, sir. I will not. This should give us enough time to get at least a few of these done. I know we don't have all of the ingredients yet, but we've got plenty to at least do something.
Inside. You take it. You quickly...
Alright, so, as always, I'm going to be very careful and save, because it's oh so easy to screw up at this. You have, for anyone who has not played this game, it is so easy to screw up at this. Anyone who has is probably nodding their head right now. Okay, so let's see which ones of these we can do. We just did that one. I think we should be able to do this one. Do I have a spoon? Yes, I do. Okay, we can do this one. Okay, let's grind some acorns.
You place the acorn. You grind the acorns into a fine powder.
Remember to actually grind it that time. Which is the ground acorns. Okay. That's right, I have to get it out of the mortar first. You gotta be really careful at this. Any slight miscalculation, and can be so frantic sometimes.
You put the acorn powder into the bowl.
The whole time, you gotta keep watching the clock. It really is kind of interesting. It teaches good time management, if nothing else. Even though I kind of have...
Pour 1 cup of nightshade juice into the bowl.
Some of these spells almost memorized, just from playing this too many times. I check every single time. I don't want to make a mistake if I don't have to.
You carefully stir the contents of the bowl. You need to light.
Lucky the thing let me get away with that.
You light the... You place the bowl. You wait until the nightshade juice is almost gone. A damp, powdery substance remains behind in the bowl. You remove the...
Just spread it on the table.
You pour the contents of the bowl onto the table.
Recite the incantation.
With trepidation, you prepare to recite the causing a deep sleep incantation.
Acorn, nightshade, together mixed. Concoction of a deep sleep fixed. From places of much lesser light, you bring to them a long good night.
Sorry if you heard any noise there. I was just adjusting my mic on the headset.
You wave the magic wand over the powder. You carefully scoop up the powder from the table.
So even if you get that far, if we didn't have this, the pouch, we would be in big trouble.
With steady hands, you put the sleeping powder into the empty pouch. You now have a magical powder that will put anyone in the vicinity to sleep when poured on the ground in a place where there's both darkness and moisture. The charcoal brazier burns out.
Booyah! And that is another successful spell made. We're making good progress here, folks. I like it. What else can we do here? I think we can do this one.
You add a handful of sand to the flask.
We are making the Enhancing Musical Talent spell. I haven't had a chance to show you why we need that. But trust me in that it's very important.
You add a handful of fertile soil to the flask. You shake the flask's contents until they are thoroughly mixed. You wave the magic wand over the flask.
Recite.
With trepidation, you prepare to recite the enhancing musical talent incantation.
Earth bearing fruit from one's toiling hands, with patience of timeless, swift sifting sands, swirl through endurance, soaked salty with seas, permit me to please all musically.
You feel the contents of the flask stir slightly as you finish the incantation.
Alright, another one down. I'm gonna fib a little to save a space. Let's see if we can do more. Can't do that one because we need both ocean water and mud. We can do this one. Alright. Getting a lot of work done here. Very good. Okay, we're gonna do the Becoming Invisible spell.
You cut the cactus in half with a knife. You squeeze the cactus juice into the spoon.
Put it in the bowl. Add some lard.
You add the cactus juice to the bowl.
Just look at all these just typical ingredients.
There's nothing very interesting about this jar of whitish, thick lard.
If only you had the sorcery of old, folks, it is quite possible that you could make some of this stuff yourself.
You add the jar of lard to the bowl.
If it weren't for that,
the empty jar for later use.
That is, if it weren't for that whole magic wand and magic being possible thing. But if it were, there'd be a lot of amateur wizards out there blowing stuff up. Toad spittle. Careful, I gotta make sure I'm getting the right thing.
Toad spittle.
Okay. Oop, almost put it in the porridge.
You add 2 drops of toad spittle to the bowl.
That wouldn't have been good.
You carefully stir the contents of the bowl. With trepidation, you prepare to recite the Becoming Invisible incantation.
Juice of cactus and toad spittle, upon myself but just a little. With flame and moisture both present, I shall become most transparent.
You wave the magic wand over the bowl. You carefully pour the invisibility ointment into the empty lard jar.
Booyah.